Hello, this is Jim Vaughn from Vaughn CPA, and today I wanted to speak a little bit about the stimulus payments and what you as an employee can do to keep your finances afloat. Firstly, if your job has been terminated or reduced due to the coronavirus pandemic, and you have been let go or furloughed and do not have the income from your job, immediately file for unemployment. The lines get clogged up and so does the websites, but keep trying and file for that. You will get your normal unemployment amount, whatever that would calculate to be, plus $600 per week as an expanded amount of unemployment. Those checks should come fairly soon, but you have to go to your state unemployment website and apply as soon as you can. Secondly, if you are laid off and or have to leave work due to your children being out of school, the school's closed, the school is not operating at the same capacity, and your children have to be home, you qualify for mandatory medical leave, and your employer must pay you a certain amount. It may not be the full amount of your salary, and there are certain rules that have to be followed on that, and certain time periods that it pays for, but it can be up to 3 months. Your employer will be reimbursed through payroll tax credits for this money, but in the meantime, the employer is paying you and waiting to get some reimbursement from the government through their credits. So those are two things that you can do immediately to help get you through this period of time. Everyone is talking about the stimulus payment. So a few facts about that. The stimulus payment was originally scheduled to start on April 6th. Whether the government's going to make that deadline or not, we don't know. They are saying that they may start at that time, but it probably will take about 3 weeks before they get it done. Anyone who has filed a tax return for 2018 or 2019 will be considered for the stimulus payment. If you have not filed a tax return for either of those years and you have income, you need to file so that you can get this stimulus payment. If you are collecting Social Security and that's your basic source of income, and therefore you did not file, you don't have to file. The government will automatically take care of those on Social Security, and the amount will be deposited directly to your account. If you are collecting other types of benefits, veterans benefits, other pensions, IRS does not have access to that information or those databases, and you will need to file a return if you have not. IRS is saying file a simplified return. Shouldn't take much to do if you don't have many sources of income. If you need some assistance with that, you can go to the IRS website. You may be able to go to a senior citizen center. There are various places that you can get some help. Always remember that we are on restricted movements and restricted gatherings, so going some places may not be feasible, and the one result of this coronavirus is the increased use of computers, websites, applications on phones. So try those things out. If you haven't learned how to use them, now's a good time. The amounts of the stimulus payments will depend on your filing status and your income to some extent. So if you are a single person, and your income is less than $75,000, your stimulus payment will be $1,200. In addition, you will get $500 for each child that you have. If you are a married person, married filing jointly, then it's double the amount, $2,400, still $500 per child. If you are head of household, then it's the $1,200 plus the amount for the children. There are income limitations on this, and this is important. If your income reported on the latest tax return that IRS has and is less than $75,000 and you are a single person, you qualify for the full $1,200. If your income rises above that figure, the amount that you get is phased out until you reach $100,000, and then you don't get anything. Married filing jointly follows the same rules. $150,000 for the two of you, you get the full $2,400 plus the amounts for the children, and once you reach $200,000, you get nothing. In between $150,000 and $200,000, it is phased out, and you'll get a percentage of it. For head of household, the amount is $112,000 that you can have before there's a limitation on it. Those are the items on the stimulus payments. Hopefully they start coming soon, and between these things that hopefully you are able to survive and keep going with things. There are also some incentives for self-employed and for businesses that may help you. If your business or your employer takes advantage of some programs, you may be called back to work even if you have little work to do, and so that could help as well. The government is trying to get some money out there quickly, and we'll see how fast this takes. Hopefully not long. Thanks, and hopefully that helps you some with the stimulus payments.